What is up, N owners? N-FullSend. Today we're going to discuss a road trip that I recently took with this car. We're going to talk about like MPG, how comfortable it was, how far I went, how it handled, and whether or not I was impressed. And I gotta tell you, I really wasn't that impressed. And I hate to say it, but I know a lot of you are probably like, hey, you know, I've taken many road trips with this car and I loved it. I don't know what to tell you, but I really wasn't impressed. Were you impressed, Pink? Were you impressed? I don't think she was impressed either. And here's why. Your first debut, you did good. You wanna go in? It's hot out here, huh? What's that? Go see mommy. Go see mommy. It's hot out here. Whew. It is hot out here. It's like 95 and it's late. So we really weren't impressed with it. We were blown away, to be honest with you. This thing is very, very comfortable. And I don't know why I doubted it. I drive this is my daily. I drive it up to work, which some of you may know. I've changed jobs, so I'm like 48 minutes in the morning to my job, and then on the way back home, it's rush hour, so right around like an hour 15, hour 20. And you know, I gotta go through DC, back down into Waldorf, and these flies are messing with me. But yeah, blown away by this thing, man. Hyundai actually made a track car and a highway car. And I don't know if they knew that. Maybe they did, I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you, it was comfortable. My back didn't hurt. I didn't have aches or pains, nothing. It was very comfortable. And I shouldn't be surprised because I drive it daily and I have no complaints about it. So I went from Maryland to New York, upstate New York. That's where my old stomping grounds are, not New York, New York. And it's about 5 hours, 15, 5:30, depending on traffic. But I left here at like 0400 or 0430, and like I just zoomed up there. Now I was in eco mode. I didn't have that Nürburgring button push in because I wanted to see what, you know, the eco mode, because I don't really use eco mode because I like the sound of the exhaust. Maybe you guys do that as well. I don't know, but. So I used eco mode all the way up, and I was averaging 30.5 MPG on it. That's impressive. Yeah, other cars like nowadays, they get 40, 45, but out of something that could whoop its butt, 30.5, I'm comfortable with that. You know, gas prices now for 93, because I only put 93 in this. However, when I was coming back from New York, there's this gas station out in the middle of nowhere where my wife's friend lives, and that's where we started out when I came back. Only had E87, and it crushed me to put it in, but I knew that I was going to burn it on the way down here. And this is where it's impressive, because I put that E87 in, and 5.5 hours back, right? I made it all the way here on one tank of gas, and I think this is like a 13-gallon gas tank in here. Don't quote me. I gotta look into that. You may know. You're probably Googling it right now, but I think it's 13 gallons in this. And I made it back, and I had right around, I think it was like 35 to 40 gallons left when I stopped and put E93 in it. That's impressive. I mean, it blew me away. I was like, okay, all right, so I'm gonna make it. I want to take a guess. Now on the way up there, I got E93 at Costco down here. When I was going up there to New York, I was looking at my MPG and how many miles I had left, and I could have stretched it, but it was telling me that I would have seven gallons left when I made my destination up at my brother's place. And I wasn't comfortable with that because I don't want to be on the highway with this thing and, you know, just get stranded and have to call somebody, because I went up there, it was a surprise to the family, and I didn't want to call anyone, so I stopped in PA and got gas, and 93 octane, 379. I was like, wow. All right, but besides that, you know, I can't complain about MPG here. And the ride quality, insane. It felt like wearing a glove, and it just fit. I just cruised up, cruised back, no issues. The handling around the curves and stuff on the highway, it's posted 65, and I wasn't doing over 65. I was speed control at 65. Didn't speed. Still 30.5 mpg, and handling perfect. I would go around the corners at 65 and just hug it. I was just passing people, and I was blown away. Now in August, which is almost next month, going down to Mississippi with this thing. It's going to be really hot, so I really want to know how hot it gets. I'm pretty sure it's going to cool really well, and like I said before, I do want to get an intercooler for it. I don't know yet which one. Six elements, got that one that is a bolt-on. I really like that design because it gets rid of the crash bar in the front, that thick crash bar that we have. However, the crash bar that they have, is thin, so I don't know if like a front end collision, if it's going to save anything. It's just going to push everything into the engine bay, and that's going to be ruined. I'm not going to be able to save it. And again, I don't know if this one will do the same. But I really do want an intercooler for it. But we'll find out like the heating elements on that when we go down there, because it's really hot and humid in Mississippi. So I'll be traveling south from here in Maryland, and it's hot right now. We're having a heat wave. So far it's done good. Up in New York it was like 90 something. And it did well. It didn't overheat, obviously, but I take care of my car, and I listen to it, and you should listen to yours as well. But yeah, I'm really blown away about road trips with this thing, and I'm really excited to take it. I think it's like 13 hours to Mississippi from here. I don't know. I have to double check that, get my facts straight. But impressive. Hey, I'm N-FullSend, and as always, you guys drive safe and stay safe.